Hello, my name's Will and I'm an Animal Health Officer here at the Animal Reception Centre based at London Heathrow. Today we're going to be making a video just running through the basic requirements for your container when shipping your dog or cat. And if you're surprised about the City of London Corporation running the Ark, well, that's just one of the many things that they do for London and the UK. Things like Epping Forest, Hampstead Heath and the Barbican Arts Centre. The requirements for your pet's container are set by IATA, the International Air Transport Association. These requirements have been put in place to ensure your pet is safe and comfortable during their flight. Not complying with the IATA live animal regulations is an offence under the Welfare of Animals Transport England Order 2006. A suitable container should be supplied by the shipper or authorised agent and must comply with international, carrier and IATA regulations as applicable. It is the airline's responsibility to ensure the container meets these requirements before accepting your pet for transportation. So the first thing you will need to do is get accurate measurements of your dog. To measure your dog, I will be passing you over to my colleague Charlie, who will be measuring our dog here, Jip.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is measure the length of the dog. It's important to get right from the tip of the nose. So we'll just move it there, and we're going to the base of the tail. So that's about 38 inches. And then the other thing we add to it is half of the height of the elbow to make sure they can lay down comfortably. So I'm just going to come around to the front here. And the elbow is about there, which is about 13. So yeah, we just want to make sure that they can lay down nice and comfortably. The next measurement we're going to take is the height of the animal. We want to go from the floor to the highest point of the animal. So it's just to the top of his head. But don't forget, on dogs with really long ears and things like that, we're going right to the top point, and then you want to make sure that the box is at least the same height. And last but not least, we're just going to measure the width of the dog. So we're going from the widest point of him, which in Jip's case is his shoulders, and we just want to make sure that the box is wide enough that he can turn around in.
Your pet should be able to comfortably stand up, lie down, turn around, all in a natural position. Once you know the minimum box size that will be suitable for your pet, we need to look at the other aspects of your container to make sure it meets IATA requirements. A water source, which can be in the form of ice, should be provided. We advise you fill this up no more than halfway to prevent spillage. This should be able to be filled from the outside of the kennel in case of delay. The door hinge and locking pins must engage the container by at least 1.6 centimetres beyond the horizontal extrusions above and below where the pins are fitted. Both wooden and plastic containers must have at least 16% ventilation over the total surface area of 4 sides. The whole of one end of the container must be constructed of weld mesh or equivalent. The door or ventilation openings can be covered by closely spaced metal bars or double weld mesh of 12 gauge or thicker. All openings must be small enough to prevent the animal being able to put paws or its nose through them. So you've seen a good example of a box that is IATA compliant. So next we're going to see a box that isn't IATA compliant and which you should be avoiding, and this is this one here, a cat box. The problems we have with this one, there's 3 issues. Is the door isn't secure, so the latch does not penetrate at least 1.6 centimetres, and it's secured with a latch which is insecure. So the second issue we have with this box is IATA stipulates that the box should be nose and paw proof, and it means what it says. The animal should not be able to put any limbs or its nose through the box, which this one will quite easily be able to do. The last issue we have, the third issue, is the box should have at least 16% ventilation on both sides and on the opposite end of the door. So there should be ventilation holes on both sides and on the back, which this one does not have. Before placing your pet inside their container, please remove any collars, leads, halties, toys. This is all for their safety. Please also use disposable and absorbent bedding, nothing of value. And last but not least, please do not forget to fill out one of our pet information sheets, and this can be found on our website. Any special dietary requirements and medication needs should be detailed on the pet information sheet with any relevant food or medication attached to the container. If you want your pets to share a kennel during their short stay with us, please give us authorisation on this form. For any further information, please do speak to your pet shipping expert or visit our website, and we hope you found this City of London video helpful. And big thank you to Jip as well, who's been a very good boy. Hey? Good boy.